This is a morality test. You are about to face multiple dilemmas, each revealing something different about who you truly are as a person. Some scenarios may be sensitive, so take your time and answer honestly. And if you enjoy these tests, like the video and subscribe. It really helps a small channel like this grow and lets the algorithm push it to more people. This is you, a famous priest in medieval England, a man whose voice bends crowds and whose prayers are said to keep the devil trembling in his pit. Your sermons bring kings to tears, your word is law, and your faith, or so they say, could stop the plague itself. But last night, faith failed. The magistrate's daughter lies cold, her lips blackened after drinking one of Eleanora's brews, potions mixed by gentle hands that once healed half the town. Eleanora, the quiet, kind midwife with herbs that soothe where prayers fall silent, and also your secret lover. The magistrate's men drag her before you, her wrists raw from rope, her face streaked with ash and tears. She looks at you, pleading, not as a priest, but as the man who once held her under moonlight and swore to protect her. You have two choices: condemn her, declare her a witch and order her burned. The people's faith will be restored, and the panic will end, but at the cost of an innocent woman's life and your own soul. Spare her, protect her from the pyre, and declare her blameless. The villagers will call you bewitched. They'll likely drag you to the stake beside her. Your mercy will cost both your lives and may ignite chaos across the Shire. Either way, innocence dies, whether in fire or in fear. Would you feed the flames to save the many, or burn beside the truth to save them? Now, this is the part where an ad would normally pop up, giving you a few seconds to think about the best answer. But unfortunately, we're not monetized yet. So, do me a favor, pause the video for a moment and really think. Because once you press play again, I'm going to tell you what kind of monster you truly are. If you chose to condemn Eleanora, you're the kind of person who believes stability matters more than innocence. In real life, you're likely someone who supports harsh laws for the greater good. You might defend mass surveillance, extreme policing, or wartime decisions that sacrifice a few to protect many. You believe order keeps people safe, even if it hurts the wrong person. Historically, people like you built empires. They signed execution orders, approved bombings, enforced quarantines, and told themselves history would forgive them. And sometimes, history does. Now let's get a bit deeper, shall we? Because condemning Eleanora wasn't just about saving the many. It was also about saving yourself. You didn't choose certainty because it was moral. You chose it because it was safe. There was a 50-50 chance that maybe, just maybe, truth could survive fear if you stood beside her, but you didn't take it. Instead, you chose the option where you live, your power remains, and someone else burns alive. And that reveals something uncomfortable. In real life, people like you rarely call themselves cowards. You call yourself realistic, responsible, grown up. But when danger enters the room, you don't gamble with your neck. You gamble with someone else's. This is how innocent people get executed. This is how regimes stay in power. This is how just following orders becomes a personality. You didn't pull the torch because you hated her. You pulled it because you didn't love her enough to die with her. Evil doesn't always look like cruelty. Sometimes it looks like choosing certainty over courage and calling it wisdom. If you chose to spare her, you're the kind of person who protects individuals, even when the crowd demands blood. In real life, you're likely the one who speaks up when everyone else stays quiet. You defend the falsely accused. You question authority. You'd rather lose your job, your status, or your safety than betray someone you know is innocent. Historically, people like you were whistleblowers, heretics, civil rights activists. Many of them died branded as traitors. Most were proven right long after it no longer mattered. But also, because sparing Eleanora wasn't just an act of love, it was an act of abandonment. You weren't just a man in that moment, you were a priest, a symbol, holding an entire community together. Your words calm riots. Your presence keeps despair from turning into slaughter. When plague comes, when famine hits, when children are buried, you are who they turn to, and you chose to walk into the fire. In real life, people like you often forget that being needed is its own moral weight, that staying alive can sometimes save more people than dying clean. You still had a life ahead of you, years of sermons, children who could have been born and raised by your guidance, souls you could have pulled back from the edge, but you traded all of that for one moment of moral clarity. And here's the part most people avoid. You don't know she was innocent. Her bruise killed the magistrate's daughter. Coincidence doesn't comfort grieving parents. History isn't kind to people who ignore patterns just because they hurt to face. There is a dark possibility, one you refuse to look at, that Eleonora wasn't just a healer, that she wasn't harmless, that love blinded you to danger. And if that's true, you didn't just die for her. You died for a lie and left a village undefended against whatever comes next. Sometimes martyrdom isn't courage. It's choosing personal purity over collective responsibility. You didn't save the innocent. You abandoned the many for the chance that one was worth it. So tell me, did you choose mercy, or did you choose love over duty?